What are the small changes that you can make in your town centre that is going to start moving it towards being a better place to be? The key to interesting places is they must tell a story.
The Town Booster programme is an intensive week-long programme of working with residents, businesses and the community to think about how to improve a town centre, culminating in a day of action within the town itself to do some physical interventions to improve the look and feel of the town. We've invited Creative Communities International to come and work with us in 3 towns across Wales to a pilot approach which is really about getting people involved in improving their town centres.
We have been specialising in making over town centres in 1 week for about the last 20 years. We've made over town centres all across Australia and New Zealand. The Welsh Government heard about what we've been doing, so here we are, running a pilot. Town centres used to be the civic, social and cultural heart of the community. And the businesses in those town centres were the glue that kind of held that social, cultural and civic life together. And we've been gradually losing that to the point where businesses only see themselves as selling a product. They're no longer part of the glue that holds the town together. So we're here to educate the retailers, give them the tools to play a more active role, educate the residents, but just as importantly, work with council on mechanisms for them to enable that re-establishment of the civic heart of the town. What is it about that space that makes you feel at home? You're allowed to talk to me.
Through the 1 week Town Boost, we not only work with the local community on a makeover, we also engage with council on reducing red tape. So rather than a regulations basis, we work on a permissions basis. Rather than saying no you can't, because we work on yes you can if. So that opens up a lot more freedoms for local businesses. There are no preconceived master plans, big ideas that we've come in with. This is their budget and their ideas. We just help tailor those to something that's suitable for being achieved in a 1-day makeover with the resources, with the budget. And yeah, just getting as many people on board as possible.
Feelings about going into it, probably being fairly cynical. Actually, can somebody from the other side of the world come and really tell us anything about Llantwit Major? But actually, it's been a really enthusiastic approach to seeing how placemaking and how Town Boost can work to actually start to impact on our own town here in Llantwit. We regard Llantwit as a very historic town. This is the way it's always been, the way it's always going to be. And actually, no, there are other ways of looking at it.
Often I think in the council we get bogged down with, lack of funds, very long-term, big plans, and we can sort of lose the goodwill of the community, but also just the goodwill of officers. It just seems that nothing ever changes and nothing ever gets started. So this kind of small-scale Town Boost actually gives everybody a bit of a chance and a bit of excitement that we could actually make a difference within a week.
So today we've invited members of the community and businesses and various other stakeholders to talk about our Town Boost programme on Saturday. So we've had a walkover yesterday where we've identified potential areas for a short-term intervention, and today we're kind of ramping up those ideas, and we've got individual project groups working on each of the individual areas where we can source some of the materials, what funding we need to identify, what partners we need to identify in the community to bring these schemes to fruition. And so this is just a planning day really, and then on Saturday we'll be delivering elements of the scheme, if not the whole scheme.
We're starting a journey, and today we're deciding where that journey starts, what we're going to attempt to do. We've got a budget of £2,500 to spend, but we remain flexible to anything happening. Those surprises are what really add the salt and pepper. They're the seasoning that goes into it that makes it really interesting.
I like to get involved is what really brought me here. If not us, then who? We can't abrogate our responsibility to our community to the outside interests like the council or whoever. It's important, I think, for people to get involved in stuff that benefits the community. I mean, we all live in the community, so why not do something that's going to benefit yourself?
This is a different approach. It's more about the people in the town and how we use the space and how we can celebrate the space that we have and the stories of the town as well. Today there seems to be a lovely impetus to move forward and to find solutions and creative solutions as well. It's so interesting always when you've got a group of people coming together to work on a project together to see where they all shift and compromise and modify their ideas too as they go. And I think it's working very well.
Round of applause for the both.
Right now we're renovating a very ugly toilet block, and we have some beautiful mural of the sea. In addition to that, down on the other end of the high street, we're improving an area close to a sort of central hub of Llantwit, the old town. What was previously a sort of just a traffic junction, we're making into a better space now.
So we're painting the tops of the bollards the same colour as the planters at the other end of town in order to connect the two ends of the town. We've got planters going in just here, which will make this into a little courtyard area and again connect the same planting that is up the other end of the town. Just over here we have a crew that are building furniture. So one of the things that we observed in the town is there's no loungy type chairs, they're all very formal. So we're introducing some informal elements, more casual seating, little picnic table for kids. Across the road here we have people washing the windows to just clean the place up. You can see the start of a town map going up over here on the wall. So it really shows what can be done on a small budget.
The vibe today is absolutely awesome. I've not come across it for years at Llantwit. Used to do lots of community stuff years ago. It fell away a bit, and then since COVID, certainly it's all fallen away a lot. But this is getting people back into being a community again. I'm loving it.
I'm so impressed by the number of volunteers that have turned out. As attractive you can make the town, I think the more beneficial it is to businesses. So I think it'll make a really positive impact.
Yeah, I think it's great that the local public take pride in what they do and where they live.
This has brightened up the community, and I just feel so grateful to these lovely people for what they're doing to brighten up our lovely Llantwit Major.
What a fantastic day. You've turned on the weather and there have been dozens of volunteers down here transforming their town centre. The fantastic thing is that there are a lot of half-finished projects, which means the momentum's going to continue on next week and the week after. People are already talking about what's the next big project that they can do. So this has been all about what can we achieve in one day on a very small budget, and this has absolutely proved it in a brilliant way.
Remember to always help people and enjoy yourself while you're doing it. If you don't enjoy it, just make sure you are smiling all the time.
Boost your town!